Hello everyone, this is Julie with Craft with Julie, and today I wanted to share with you my December Stamp of the Month card kit. This is December Stamp of the Month called Forest Critters. It is only available this month, so only for a couple more days. This set is $19.95, or you can get it for free. $5 with a $50 purchase, or if you're a Close to My Heart VIP customer, you can get it for free with a $50 purchase. And then I will send you this card kit that you can create these 3 cards. So I'm just going to walk you through the cards today and show you how I put them together. If you already have your kit, you can pull it out and work along with me, or it is still available, so you can hop on my website, juliescott.closetomyheart.com, and grab this stamp set along with some amazing deals that are going on right now with Close to My Heart's Boxing Week sale. All of our core products are on sale, and then they add new items every day that are like 50% off. So it's really great sale going on right now. Stock up on the basics. I know I have. And you can check that out again on my website. So when you order this stamp set, I send you this kit in the mail, and it has the products that I used. So if you're wondering what this paper was, it will have it listed, the cardstock colors I used, and then also what you'll need. So you will need some adhesive, some scissors, some 3D foam, have some right here, and a journaling pen, and some liquid pearls, or if you have something else you'd like to use, you totally can. This is the Carnation Red, and I used it just to add some red right there, and some watercolor pencils. So I have my set here, and then the inks we're using are Candy Apple, Pine, Toffee, Sage, and Intense Black. Okay, so I've got my stack here, so let's go ahead and get started. When I put these kits together, I try to include everything you need except for your stamp set and of course inks. They're a little bit harder to mail, but I wanted to include the products you will need, and then you can use your own supplies. So each card has its own little folder. I just separate them for you, so it makes it super easy to put together. And then I've also included written instructions. If you like to read through those, you can put them together on your own. You don't have to wait for my video. Okay, so card number 1 is this one right here that is called Joy. So pretty. And let me grab, you will need to provide your own card bases. And let's grab the pieces. So in your kit you will have, this is Candy Apple, black, white, and then this piece of pattern paper that comes from the Christmas Story paper collection. Isn't that pretty? So you could use either side. So let's do the stamping first. So I am going to grab the Joy off of this. I'm going to put it on my foam to give it a nice crisp image, and the Joy is right here. Or if there's a different sentiment you like, you can totally change it up. These are your cards. You can do whatever you would like. And then I'm grabbing my Candy Apple ink. And if your stamp set is brand new, you'll want to season it. You can just rub it on your hand or stamp it a couple times just to get that manufacturer dust off of there. And I'm going to stamp this right in the middle. And I brought my chamois today. Look, I got my new chamois case. Isn't that cute? And I can just clean off my stamps, and then this will just sit on my desk, and it's so cute and so much better than my Tuppermade that I used previously. So, okay, so we got our Joy, and then we're going to use these little pine leaves, and I'm using Sage and also color Pine. So for this big one, I'm going to use Pine. Oops. And I'm going to just bring in my instructions so I can stamp off the sides. So we have a little built-in scrap paper. There we go. It's like, what's the word? I'm just going to randomly stamp these around the joy. And do them up, around. And then we'll fill in with the smaller one with the sage ink. Okay, and I think I want to do one more right here. Okay, so I can just clean this off with my adorable chamois. And this chamois case is on sale right now. So if it's something you wanted, you can grab it for a great deal online until the 31st is when the sale ends. Okay, I'm going to use a smaller one with this sage ink. Again, if they're brand new, you can just season that guy. And I'm just going to fill in these other spots randomly. So each one will probably turn out a little bit different, just depending on where you put them. Isn't that cute? I love the two different tones of the branches. I'm going to add a little bit right there. Okay, I think that's good. So I'm just going to clean that one off. Okay, so then I'm going to take, and I might be going off the instructions. If you've been around a little while, you know I don't even read my own instructions. They're just there for you. Sometimes I do, but I'm going to take this black pen and I'm just going to draw a black line or doodle line around the edge. I just feel like it adds a little bit more dimension to this sentiment piece. Okay, do you guys read instructions or do you just eyeball it? Let me know in the comments. I usually eyeball it, but then I wish I would have read the directions later. And I always tell my kids, read the directions, but then I don't do it myself. All right, so I'm going to put this pattern paper down right here. We're going to add, oh, you know what? I forgot the little birdie. Hold on, we'll add him. The candy apple, and then the black. And then we can add this. And I forgot our cute little birdie, so we're going to add him really quick. He is right here on our sheet. He's little, but he just adds a little bit of color right there in the corner. I'm going to use toffee ink for him. And just add him right there on the branches. Okay, when I design these card kits, I try to use as many stamps as possible just so you get a feel for your stamp set and what you can do with it. So we had to add the bird somewhere, right? Okay, I'm going to take my liquid pearls and I'm just going to add some holly berries around the edge. And you can kind of do them in clusters of 3. So 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to do them right here. And a couple are here. And you do as many or as little as you want. I just thought I added a fun little pop of color to these pines and matches the paper on the back. Okay, and we want to set that aside to dry because those definitely take a minute to dry. So that is card number 1. Fun little holiday card, or you can change the sentiment up and use it for something else. Okay, so card number 2, and I apologize about my voice. We've had the ickies at our house and I'm finally getting to the point where I don't cough constantly, so I thought I'd film this video. But just in case, I brought my handy dandy Stanley that my kids got me for Christmas. Cute kids. I've seen the Stanleys, but I never thought I needed one, but now I know I do need one. Do you have a Stanley? Put it in the comments. So tell me what color your Stanley is. Mine is white, but anyway, it was cute. My son and his girlfriend gave me that gift this year. Okay, so this one was super fun and cute with the two little critters. And so in your package, you will have the snowflake embossed. I embossed this for you. Unfortunately, the snowflake embossing folder is discontinued, but I felt like that white just needed a little something, so I went for it anyway. And then you'll have this piece of the Cherish paper collection, which is retired, but if you order this month, I'm doing a drawing for the whole collection. So if you place an order for $50, you get one entry. It's like every $50 you get an entry, and of course $50 will get a discount or this stamp set free, so it's a win-win for everyone. You'll have this white piece for stamping. You'll have a heart. It might be a different color. And then you'll have these two pieces right here. So let's go ahead and stamp the animals, and we're going to color them in with colored pencils, because I wanted it to be kind of a more light, subtle. So here is the cute little deer, and we are going to stamp it with Intense Black. You could just use black because we are not going to put any color or like water to it, but I just usually pull out my Intense Black and use that rather just my plain black. Okay, so we're going to stamp this cute deer right there. And I just re-inked my Intense Black, so it's very intense right now. And then we have our little raccoon. So many fun little creatures. That is why it's called Forest Critters, I'm guessing. Okay, remind me, at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of next month's Stamp of the Month, because it is adorable. So remind me to do that at the end. Okay, so we have these two little guys, and then I'm going to grab my watercolor pencils, and I use kind of like a brown, lighter brown, so I'm just going to grab a couple of these here on the end. Trying to remember which ones I use. Usually I set them aside, and I think I did, but then my cute little kitty Trevor stepped on them and they fell off my desk, so they went flying. He likes to climb all over my my desk and my supplies. It's like a jungle gym for him, and usually I just let him because he likes to explore and he doesn't usually hurt anything, but that day he dumped all of my pencils. So I think this is, so it's like a light brown, and I'm just going to lightly color this adorable little fawn. I guess it's a fawn, right? Color that in. You could add water to it if you wanted the more watercolor look, but I'm just leaving it dry. So these watercolor pencils are really good for both the dry and the wet. So get a great deal with these, and I believe they're on sale as well. It's pretty much all of the supplies that are in our core idea book are part of the sale while supplies last. So if there's a couple things not listed, it's because they've sold out. Okay, I think I'm going to do a little bit of a darker brown for Mr. Raccoon. Just do a little bit heavier around his little face. And did I mention that Trevor's my cat? We named him Trevor, and it confuses people when we start talking about him, and they're like, Trevor? And we're like, oh, sorry, it's our cat. And they're like, oh, okay, that makes more sense. So Trevor is just over a year old. We've had him for over a year. We got him last November. He loves our Christmas tree. It's his favorite place to take a nap. And when we had the gifts under the tree, we had to leave him a spot so he could still take his nap. Otherwise, he would just make his own spot by moving everything. Okay, so we have those. And then we're going to take this, oh gosh, I think it's Seabrook. See, this is why I put the cardstock color so I can remember. This is just for me. This is Seabrook. And we're going to use the Toffee ink. And we're going to stamp Thanks a Bunch. Okay, we are actually really lucky that Trevor didn't try to climb the tree this year because he's a little bit chubbier than he was last year. But he sure likes to rub his little face on the branches and try to chew on them. So he's our own little forest critter. Okay, I'm going to stamp that right in the center. Oh, I don't really like that, so I'm going to flip it around. That's the beauty. We have two sides. Okay, I'm going to pay attention a little bit more. There we go. That's better. Clean this little off. Did I clean the raccoon? I don't remember. I get talking and then I forget. Okay, so I think we have all of our elements, and we want to cut our two little guys out. We're going to fussy cut, so hang in there. I just leave a little bit of a edge around the critter. I don't go quite up to the black edge. For me, it's easier. These are Close to My Heart's micro tip scissors. If you need a good pair of scissors, these are it. They are amazing. Even my kids will try to steal these off of my desk because they are better than any other scissors. So I actually gave my son a pair because he kept stealing mine and I have to go find them. So I just got him his own pair so he'd leave mine alone. Again, these are on the sale for Boxing Week. And these are the ones I'm using are the non-stick, which I highly recommend. They're a little bit more than the other ones, but they're really great if you're cutting foam, like 3D foam or other sticky things. They don't stick, so they're really great. Okay, our deer, and then our Mr. Raccoon. I want to say Buddy the Badger, but this is a raccoon, right? Oh, I think he's a raccoon. Our local grocery store has a badger as their mascot, and the kids get to go and find the badger in the grocery store, and if they know where he is, they can go to the customer service and get a treat. So my youngest is really into that. So it's, a quick trip to the grocery store ends up being a long journey to find Buddy the Badger. All right, we got all the things, so now we can put this together. I'm going to start with my embossed piece, and the puffy is on the top. Okay, and then I'm going to use my stripe, or you could do the flower. It's totally up to you. Add this on the outer side, or on the right side. Then I have this toffee strip that I'm going to add right down the center. Right there. And then I can add my deer. Should name all of our little animals. Just don't name them human names because then people get confused. Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit of 3D foam on the raccoon. And this is the thin 3D foam that I'm using. Add him right there. And then we have the Thanks a Bunch. And we can add right across the deer. And then the little heart, I believe, came from the Freshly Baked Dots. And I'm just going to add it right there. So you might have a different color than I do, but I tried to pick out the ones that would match the best. Okay, there is card number 2. Okay, our last one is kind of a fun little scene. It's kind of a different style than I normally do, so it's kind of fun that I can go out of my comfort zone as well. So in your package, you'll have the pine cardstock and a white piece of cardstock, and we're just going to build this little scene. So I'm going to take this deer off, and I'm going to add the trees. Now I found out there is a top and a bottom to the trees, and I didn't notice it at first, but the bottom has the little grass, okay? And then they go up to a thinner on the top. So what we're going to do is second generation stamp. So we're going to do first and second with the tree. Let me grab the foam piece. This will be helpful. And I'm using this piece just as a scratch piece of paper. So I'm going to, so my grass is on the bottom. And I'm going to stamp full strength. So I'm going to just do it this way. It's easier for me. So I'm going to do full strength. And then right next to it, just stamp again. So you have the dark and the light. We're going to do it on the opposite side as well. So you have the dark and then the light. Okay. Clean that guy off, and then we'll have our little bunny. Switch our raccoon out for the bunny, or you can do the chipmunk. You can do whatever you want. Again, these are your cards, so be as creative as you want to be. If you make a different version, I would love to see what you create in the comments. So if you can post a picture in the comments, that'd be awesome. Okay, so we're going to use Intense Black to stamp the bunny. And he's going to be down here towards the bottom. He's leaning a little bit, but that's okay. And then I'm going to add the Wishing You Were Here. Pull this off of this one. And we're going to stamp that in pine ink across the center. Okay, so this is kind of a long one, so I'm just going to set it on my workspace and then pick it up with my block, and that helps me get it straight onto my block. Okay, so Wishing You Were Here, and that fun dark pine color. And then I'm going to add a doodle line around the edge. You could do a double doodle if you want to. I just feel like this adds just a little bit of something. And see, I got a line of ink, so I'm just going to do a double doodle and try to fix my oopsie so it doesn't look like I messed up. And we'll go across the bottom and a double doodle. And then one more on this edge. Okay. Okay, so let's use a gray, that one works, a gray pen pencil to just color in our bunny. And you could use water if you wanted to. So these are watercolor pencils, but you can also use them dry. And then we're going to, we have this itty bitty grass. And, oh, it's not that one I used. It's the one that has like 4. Sorry, we have this one that has a 1, 2, 3, 5 grass, and using sage ink, I'm going to stamp some grass in there just to add a little bit more color. Just randomly add some more grass. Okay. Then I also colored in the trees. This one right here that's kind of bare, so I'm adding just a little bit of a color to that to bring out that tree. And I'm lightly going to do it on this one as well. And this one right here. And then this one. Okay. It's a fun little scene. And then grab your card base. And we'll add the pine. And then we'll add this right to the center of the card. And there you go. There is card number 3. Okay. So I'll bring these all back in so you can see the different cards. So again, this is December's stamp of the month. It's only available during December. And you order this stamp set on my website, which is juliescott.closemyheart.com. I will send you the pieces to create these cards with your brand new stamp set. There is a sale going on, so check that out for a lot of the basic supplies, and some of our old favorites are also on there. And I promise I'm going to show you a sneak peek of next month because it's only a couple days away. So this is January through March's idea book. You can add a free copy to your order. It will pop up at the end. You just need to click that you want to add it to your order so you can get your free idea book. And here is January's. Aren't those so cute? So we have some more fun animals. These are more realistic. These are a little more cartoony, and I can't wait to show you the kit that goes along with these. So thank you so much for joining me today. Please let me know if you have any questions. I hope you all have a wonderful and safe New Year celebration, and I will see you soon. Bye.